Children, let us see the ray diagrams for the lenses in this class. First, image formation by a convex lens for various positions of the object. The first position, when the object is at infinity. Now you are seeing that object is at infinite. When the object is at infinite, the rays which are coming from that object and falling on the lens are parallel to each other. And let us imagine these rays are also parallel to the principal axis. As you know, the ray which is parallel to principal axis, after refraction, it will pass through the focus on other side. So these all rays which are parallel to each other and parallel to the principal axis, they will go through the focus and the image is formed at focus, which is point sized. Now in the second position, when the object is placed beyond the center of curvature on the principal axis, this is the object. We are having that object on the principal axis beyond the center of curvature, that is C2. To draw the ray diagram, here we are taking two rays. First ray is parallel to the principal axis and after refraction it will go through the focus F1. And second ray we are using the ray which is passing through the optic center of the lens. These two rays are coinciding on the other side of the lens, and at that point we are having the image. Now after observing this diagram, the image is formed between the C1 and F1 on the other side. It is inverted. The size of the image is diminished and it is real, means we can see on the screen. The third position, the object is placed at the center of curvature, that is at C2. Here we are choosing again two rays to draw the ray diagram. First ray is parallel to the principal axis and after refraction it is passing through focus F1. Second ray, again we are taking the ray which is passing through the optic center of the lens. These two rays are intersecting on other sides and at that point we are getting the image. You observe the image is again forming at a center of curvature on other side, that is C1. By observing this diagram, you can say the image is forming at C1, that is center of curvature on other side. Its orientation is inverted, the image is inverted and it is same size, the same size as the object. And it is also real image we can see on the screen. Next, fourth position. The object is placed between the center of curvature and focal point, that is between C2 and F2. Here this is the object. To draw the ray diagrams, we are using the same two rays. The first ray which is parallel to the principal axis and after refraction it will pass through focus. Second ray, the ray which is passing through optic center. These two rays are intersecting on the second side or other side of the lens. At that point, we are getting the image. This is the image you are seeing. After observing this diagram, we can say that the image is formed beyond C1 and it is inverted. The image is inverted as you saw in the diagram. It is magnified, means the size of the image is more than the size of the object, and it is real, means we can see it on the screen. And fifth position, the object is located at the focal point, that is F2. You see the object is placed at F2. Now again we are using the two rays to draw the ray diagram. The first ray, which is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will pass through the focus. Second ray, the ray which is passing through optic center of the lens. Now if you observe carefully, these two rays are not intersecting on the other side. So these are parallel. If you observe, these are parallel. So they never intersect each other. So we can say the object is placed at focus or F2. Then the image is forming at infinite. The image will be formed at infinite. Now the sixth position of the convex lens and object. Now in this, the object is placed between focal point and optic center, between F2 and P optic center. When the object is placed between F2 and P, to draw the ray diagrams, again we are using the two rays. The first ray, which is parallel to the principal axis, and after refraction it will pass through focus on other side. Second ray, the ray passing through optic center. Here also these two rays are not intersecting on other side, but if you observe carefully, we can extend these two rays back so they can meet on the same side. Second side means the same side. So we can extend the rays like this, and these two rays are intersecting at a point on the same side of the object. So there we are getting the image which is on the same side of the object. So here the dotted lines we are using for the extending of rays to backside, and the dotted lines again we are using for the image. That means it is not a real image. By observing this, we can say that the image is forming at the same side of the lens, and it is erected, and the size of the image is magnified, and it is virtual. So in these six positions, how you are getting the image of the object and what are the characteristics of the image formed. Now what we discussed, all that we can tabulate in this and we can see and understand. Now we will see the image formed by concave lens. How the image is forming by concave lens. So here we are placing an object on one side of the concave lens, and again here also we can use the two rays to draw the ray diagram. The first ray parallel to the principal axis. Here after the refraction, the ray will go in such a direction that it is emerging from the focus F2. So like this it will go. And second ray, we are taking the ray which is passing through optic center. And these two rays are meeting. The two rays means one is the ray which is passing through the optic center, another is the extended ray. These two are meeting at a point, and at that point we are getting the image. The image is on the same side of the object and diminished. So the image is formed on the same side of the lens. That means which side we are placed the object, and it is erected, diminished, small size, and virtual. So these are the properties of the image formed by the concave lens.